The starship Clithera drifted silently through the void, its sleek, iridescent hull catching faint glimmers from a distant nebula. The vessel, a scout ship from the Zanari Collective, was on a routine survey mission in the uncharted fringes of the Orion Arm. Its crew of 3, Commander VYX, Navigator Solara, and Engineer Kren, had been mapping stellar anomalies for weeks, their sensors sweeping for anything that might hint at resources or habitable worlds. The Zanari were a cautious species, their bulbous heads and multifaceted eyes evolved for precision and survival in the galaxy's harsher corners. They weren't looking for trouble, but trouble, as it often does, found them. VYX stood at the command console, her four-fingered hands hovering over the holographic display. The ship's AI, a softly pulsating orb called ZYN, hummed in the background, processing data from a nearby star system. Anomaly detected. ZYN announced, its voice a melodic chime. Unidentified vessel, 0.3 light seconds away, emitting a low-frequency signal. Solara's eyes, each glinting like polished obsidian, flicked toward the display. A ship? Out here. Her voice carried the wariness of someone who'd seen what the galaxy's unknowns could do. What's the signal profile? ZYN projected a waveform, jagged and irregular. It's not a known protocol. Possibly a distress call, but the modulation suggests intent. They're trying to communicate. Tkren, crouched near a maintenance panel, clicked his mandibles. Could be a trap. Pirates love these fringes. Or worse, it's one of those species. The Zanari had encountered enough hostile intelligences to know that not every signal was a friendly hello. VYX's bioluminescent skin pulsed faintly, a sign of her weighing the risks. We can't ignore it. If it's a distress call, we're bound by the Collective's code to respond. If it's hostile, we'll outrun them. Solara, open a channel. ZYN, keep shield at full. Solara's fingers danced over her console, calibrating the ship's comms to match the alien signal. Transmitting standard greeting protocol, she said. The Zanari greeting was a neutral burst of mathematical sequences, primes, Fibonacci, pi, to signal intelligence without revealing too much. The response came almost immediately. A crackle filled the bridge, followed by a voice, deep, resonant, and unerringly clear. This is Earth Control. Identify yourself. The crew froze. VYX's skin dimmed to a dull gray. Solara's eyes widened, reflecting the console's glow. Tkren dropped the tool, its clatter echoing in the sudden silence. Earth. Tkren whispered, as in the Earth? The Zanari knew of Earth. Every spacefaring species did. It was a myth, a cautionary tale whispered in the galactic equivalent of campfires. A backwater planet, barely out of its industrial age, whose inhabitants had a knack for chaos and an unsettling tendency to survive. The Collective's archives mentioned humans, violent, curious, and unpredictable. Contact with them was forbidden, not out of fear, but pragmatism. Earth was a class 3 hazard, too volatile to engage, too insignificant to conquer. ZYN, VYX said, her voice steady despite her fading glow. Verify the signal's origin. Signal originates from the unidentified vessel, ZYN replied. No planetary source detected. The term Earth Control appears to be a designation for the ship or its crew. Solara leaned forward. They're not from Earth itself. It's just a name. Maybe a coincidence. Tkren snorted, a harsh rasp. Coincidence? They're using a language we understand. That's no accident. They've got translation tech, or they've been watching us. VYX silenced them with a raised hand. We respond. Carefully. She nodded to Solara, who opened the channel again. This is Clithera, scout vessel of the Zanari Collective. We received your signal. State your intentions. The response was immediate, almost too quick. Clithera, this is Odyssey, Earth Control vessel. We're conducting a survey mission. Your signal pinged our sensors. You're not in our database. Friend or foe? VYX's skin flickered. The human's directness was unnerving, like a predator sizing a prey. ZYN, analyze their ship, she murmured. Vessel is 200 meters long, modular design, armed with kinetic and energy-based weapons. Power signature suggests fusion reactors. Technological level, advanced, but not beyond collective standards. Not beyond us, Tkren muttered, but armed to the teeth. Typical humans. Solara shot him a look. We're armed too. Let's not escalate. She turned to VYX. They're waiting for a response. VYX took a breath, her gills fluttering. Odyssey, we are a peaceful exploration vessel. We seek only to exchange information and ensure mutual safety. What is your purpose in this sector? The human voice returned, now with a hint of amusement. Peaceful, huh? That's what they all say. We're mapping unclaimed systems for Earth's expansion. This patch of space is a bit crowded for peaceful explorers, don't you think? Tkren's mandibles clicked rapidly. They're territorial. We should disengage. VYX ignored him. ZYN, any record of human expansion this far out? Negative. ZYN said, human spacefaring capabilities are limited to their local cluster, per last collective intel. This vessel's presence suggests a significant technological leap. Or they're lying, Solar said, calling themselves Earth Control to sound bigger than they are. The Odyssey's voice crackled again. Clithera, you're awful quiet. Got something to hide? We're picking up your shields and weapon systems. Not exactly screaming peaceful. How about we meet face to face? Neutral ground, one of our shuttles. Bring your captain. We'll bring ours. VYX's skin pulsed red. A face-to-face meeting was a risk. Humans were unpredictable, and their history was littered with betrayals. But ignoring the request could provoke them. The Odyssey's weapons were active, and the Clithera's stealth systems weren't foolproof. Advise, VYX said to her crew. Solara shook her head. It's a trap. Humans don't negotiate, they dominate. We should jump to hyperspace now. Tkren disagreed. If we run, they'll track us. Their sensors are locked on. Better to meet them, assess their tech, and report back to collective. ZYN chimed in unprompted. Probability of hostile intent, 62%. Probability of successful hyperspace escape, 89%. Meeting them may yield valuable data on human capabilities. VYX weighed the options. The collective needed to know if humans had breached their isolation. A meeting, however risky, could confirm their intentions and tech level. Solara, prepare shuttle. Tkren, you're with me. ZYN, keep the Clithera ready to jump if this goes south. The shuttle bay of the Odyssey was stark, all polished metal and harsh lights. VYX and Tkren stepped out, their enviro suits hissing as they adjusted to human atmosphere. Two humans awaited them, clad in sleek black uniforms. The taller one, a female with cropped hair and sharp eyes, extended a hand, a gesture VYX recognized from the archives as a human greeting. I'm Captain Elena Ruiz, Odyssey, the woman said. This is Dr. Malik, our science officer. The man beside her, wiry and bespectacled, nodded curtly. VYX didn't take the hand. Commander VYX, Clithera. This is Engineer Kren. We come to assess your intentions. Ruiz's smile didn't reach her eyes. Straight to the point. I like that. We're explorers. Same as you. But let's be real. Nobody's out here just to stargaze. What's the Zanari Collective after? Tkren's mandibles twitched, but VYX answered smoothly. Knowledge. Resources. The same as any spacefaring species. Malik spoke up, his voice clipped. Your tech's impressive. Those shields, the propulsion, way beyond what we've seen from other Xenos. Care to share? VYX's skin dimmed. Our technology is proprietary. As is yours, I assume. Ruiz laughed, a sharp sound. Fair enough. But here's the deal. This sector's unclaimed and Earth's staking a flag. You're welcome, poke around, but don't get in our way. Tkren couldn't hold back. You're far from home. Human. Your archives say you're confined to Sol. How are you here? Malik's eyes narrowed. Archives? You've been spying on us. VYX raised a hand. We study all species. It's standard protocol. Ruiz stepped closer, her posture casual but predatory. Here's some free intel. Earth's not the backwater you think. We've got ships, colonies, and tech you haven't dreamed of. This Odyssey? Just a scout. Our fleet's bigger. Tren whispered to VYX and Zanari. She's bluffing. Their power signature doesn't match a fleet-backed operation. VYX nodded subtly. Captain Ruiz, we seek no conflict. We'll complete our survey and depart. No interference. Ruiz's smile returned, colder now. Smart move, but we'll be watching. One wrong move, and Earth Control gets serious. Back on the Clithera, the crew debriefed. Solar was furious. They're posturing. A single ship, throwing around threats like they own the galaxy. Tkren agreed. Their tech's advanced, but not unbeatable. That fusion reactor's unstable. Our disruptors could knock it out. VYX's skin pulsed thoughtfully. They're bold, but they're alone. ZYN. Send a priority message to the collective. Humans are expanding, and they're not as primitive as we thought. We need to warn the others. As the Clithera prepared to jump, a new signal pinged their sensors. Not from the Odyssey, but from deeper in the sector. It was faint, erratic, and unmistakably human. This is Deadless. Earth Control. We're under attack. Unknown hostiles. Request immediate assistance. Solara's eyes widened. Another human ship? Tkren growled. Or a trap to lure us back. VYX stared at the display, her skin flickering between caution and resolve. ZYN, plot a course to the signal. We investigate, but shields stay up. Humans or not. Something's out there, and we need to know what. The Clithera turned toward the unknown, its crew unaware that the galaxy's myths were about to collide.